Hey, my village, it's your Coach Mo. I'm responding to a question someone asked me. They asked me, why don't I like to work with men? And it's really interesting question because a lot of times, a lot of women own businesses. They don't like, especially coaches, they don't like to coach men. Even though I do coach men in the parenting side of my business, I don't like to coach other coaches. It's difficult working with men because they know everything. A lot of times they don't want to be led by a woman who is teaching them. It's very difficult. You have to fight for results. You have to really pull it out of them, or you experience a lot of back and forth. You have to let them fail so they can come back and be like, oh yeah, I wish I did it your way. It's so difficult. So that's why I don't work with male coaches. And it's hard for me to do business with men because they don't accept the answer no. They try to keep pushing, trying to convince you. I had this experience earlier this year. I had to block the person. Like, we networked for a long time and I would send clients to him, but I wasn't interested in joining his business. Even though he kept sending me messages trying to convince me, oh, you should do this. It was like a credit restoration business. I said, no, I'm staying in my own lane. But so you're telling me you're just going to leave money on the table? I'm like, that's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, no, I'm staying in my lane. I'm a coach. That's what I'm going to do. I already have enough businesses. That's what I'm going to stick with because that's what I know. I can train you. I can teach you. No means no. And that's the problem with some men. They won't get the hint. They don't know how to read the room. And when you say no to them, they think of it. They treat clients and customers and they treat their business the same way they treat women. No means no. And that's a problem because you're violating me. You're pressuring me. Now I'm going to snap because I told you no multiple times and you keep bothering me. And now it's low-key harassment. So that's exactly why I can't do business with some men and I can't work with coaching men because they don't understand how to read the room. If you're sending messages and inboxing someone and they're not responding, take it as a loss. Like, they don't want something. If they were interested, they would respond back. No, they would be more aggressive and they take it as a challenge. And that's a problem because a lot of people take offense. They like, I told you no once, and then you get to the point where you're ready to cuss them out or you got to block them because they don't get it. But that's what men, that's a tip to men. If you approach a woman about a business opportunity or something, and they tell you no multiple times, like one or two times, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But that's my response to that question, because a guy asked me, he was like, oh, I get it. Because I say, you guys find it as a challenge. Like, oh, I'm going to get her to win her over. No, that's not what it is.